Hey guys, let's get more news from Dallas Cowboys, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Cowboys cornerbacks roster review. Trayvon Diggs is back, but that won't be enough. One of the Dallas Cowboys' top players missed all but 2 games in 2023. While getting Trayvon Diggs back this season will be a huge boost to the defense, the cornerback position faces other challenges with key talent heading for free agency and unproven depth behind them. Tearing an ACL during practice before Dallas' Week 3 matchup against the Arizona Cardinals, Diggs spent the rest of the season on injured reserve. The team performed admirably without him, posting 12 wins and winning the NFC East. But still the best CB on the roster, Diggs' return will help the Cowboys in their quest to finally make a positive statement in the postseason. A major reason that Dallas was able to compete without Diggs was Darren Bland's move outside, where he put up an astounding 9 interceptions and returned 5 of them for touchdowns. It rightfully earned him recognition as a first-team All-Pro and Pro Bowler, and makes him one of the team's best bargains in just the 3rd year of his rookie deal. While the Diggs-Bland duo going forward is exciting to think about, the Cowboys can't just stand pat at cornerback this offseason. The CB3 spot, which is really a starting role in modern football, has no clear answer based on existing contracted players for next season. If common sense didn't already dictate it, it's already been reported that Diggs' contract will be restructured to bring down his cap number. While you don't love giving a guy more guaranteed money after a major injury, Dallas doesn't have much choice here and have to at least free up some cap space in 2024. Elsewhere on the CB depth chart, Stephon Gilmore and Jordan Lewis are both set to enter free agency. While Bland's big plays were the highlights of the CB group last year, these 2 veterans were the glue that allowed Dallas' pass defense to stay solvent. The Cowboys have tough calls to make on whether to re-sign or replace them this offseason. Even at 33 years old, Gilmore reminded us why he's been one of the NFL's elite corners for a decade. While he's naturally lost a step and had some moments that it showed, Gilmore was more than solid and gave Dallas a fabulous return on the late 5th-round pick they traded for him. It was always a 1-year move, though, as he had just a year left on his contract from the Colts. Lewis moved into primary slot duty once Bland shifted outside and proved why he stuck around for 7 seasons. With a pick and 3 forced fumbles, Lewis still showed his playmaking spark and also held up well in overall coverage. He turns 29 in August, which isn't great but also not as bad for a guy playing his role. Having to replace both Gilmore and Lewis could be tough with no great options behind them. Nash and Wright hasn't done anything in 3 years with the team and probably isn't getting a 4th. Israel Mukuamu's strong showing in the 2022 playoffs didn't translate to more action in 2023, leaving his future in question. And despite glowing reports from last year's camp and preseason, Eric Scott and Josh Butler are still question marks for now. Noah Igbinoghene, the former first-round pick that Dallas traded Kelvin Joseph for last August, didn't do much with his new team. He scored the Cowboys' first touchdown of the season by returning a blocked field goal against the Giants, but was never heard from again. But given that he only arrived a couple of weeks before the regular season, maybe Dallas will offer him a pittance to stick around for a full offseason. Obviously, the Cowboys can't just go into 2024 with who they've already got. Re-signing one of Gilmore or Lewis seems necessary, and Bland's flexibility between playing outside or the slot allows you to make the best choice between age, money, and fit with Mike Zimmer's arrival as defensive coordinator. You could even consider both, added insurance against Diggs' injury recovery and Gilmore's age. If not one of them, some other veteran free agent seems likely. Drafting a cornerback high would also make sense this year. There's a good chance that Dallas won't be able to re-sign Bland after 2025, given what they're already paying Diggs. A newcomer on a fresh 4-year rookie deal would help prepare for Bland's exit and make a good fiscal pairing with Diggs' contract for the next several seasons. There's a lot to shake out here. Thankfully, the Cowboys do have Trayvon Diggs' return and Darren Bland's ascension as a strong foundation for the position. But with one key role going vacant and no other reliable assets on the depth chart, Dallas has to either re-sign one of Stephon Gilmore and Jordan Lewis or make some other significant move to replace them. Even that one move would leave them thin, so it looks like a busy offseason for the Cowboys at cornerback. Cowboys linked to elite run stopper to fill pressing need in free agency. It remains to be seen how aggressive the Dallas Cowboys are going to be able to be in free agency. Still, one of the league's premier run stoppers could be a top target and eventual cornerstone of new coordinator Mike Zimmer's defense. Prior to the new league year beginning on March 13, the 33rd team lists Tennessee Titans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair as the free agent the Cowboys must target once free agency gets underway. The Dallas Cowboys have been searching for linebacker help for years, Marcus Mosher writes for the 33rd team. And Azeez Al-Shaair could help fill that void in free agency. He won't break the bank, and that's great for Dallas, considering its cap situation. Still, Al-Shaair can be a run stopper for a defense that desperately needs help in that area. During the 2023 campaign, Al-Shaair's first in a Titans uniform, the 26-year-old had the finest season of his career. The former undrafted free agent signing of the San Francisco 49ers, Al-Shaair produced a career-high 163 total tackles with 2 sacks, also matching a personal best. This past season, opponents ran roughshod over the Cowboys. For a team that is built to play from ahead, while allowing elite pass rushers like Micah Parsons to wreak havoc with teams forced to throw from behind, Dallas' rushing defense was an Achilles heel. Dallas finished the 2023 season ranked 16th in the NFL against the run while allowing 112.4 rushing yards per game. Losing linebacker Leighton Vander Esch to a neck injury compounded both the Cowboys' struggles against the run as well as a glaring need at linebacker. In addition to being a tackling machine, Al-Shaair garnered a 73.7 run defense grade from Pro Football Focus last season, while making 56 stops in 434 run defense snaps. Meanwhile, PFF lists Al-Shaair as the number 49 ranked linebacker in the league. Through the first 5 seasons of his career, Al-Shaair has logged 362 total tackles with 4 sacks and a pair of interceptions. Few teams will benefit more from the NFL announcing that the salary cap is rising to a whopping $255.4 million in 2024 than the Cowboys. While owner Jerry Jones and the Cowboys still have significant work to do to become cap compliant before free agency gets underway, Dallas is now just $3.22 million over the adjusted salary cap. However, Sports Illustrated projects Shaair's market value to approach $11 to $13 million annually, which could prove a difficult task for the Cowboys to fit under the cap. The fact that Al-Shaair may prefer to re-sign with the Titans, and teams such as the San Francisco 49ers potentially in the mix, could create a bidding war that prices the Cowboys out of the veteran linebackers market. Targeting impact players such as Al-Shaair makes lowering quarterback Dak Prescott's cap number even more significant a priority this offseason. Prescott is set to count $59.45 million against the cap in 2024, which isn't sustainable, and could lead to an extension to create the kind of spending flexibility the Cowboys need to shop at the top of the free agent market. And you fan, what do you think of the Azeez Al-Shaair situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.